I'm going to go over a few different exercises that you can use in your warm-up for your shoulders, specifically for your rotator cuff. These exercises are really, really good to help turn on the rotator cuff, especially on a day where you're going to potentially do any pushing, any horizontal pushing, or any overhead pressing movements. Very important to make sure that you're turning on those muscles the way that you're going to use them. And I have a microband, an orange microband here. I have my little makeshift rack right here. Basically, you tie this to something that's not going to move on you. We're going to first start off with something that you could do for your horizontal pushing, for like say you're going to do some bench pressing or push-ups. We're all familiar with doing these right here, so some external rotation for your rotator cuff. But what might be an even better exercise or a better warm-up for you is, instead of bringing it all the way out, instead just rotate 90 degrees here. So my hand is directly in front of my shoulder, directly in front of my elbow. I'm going to hold this position. I'm going to feel, I have tension right here on the side, and I'm just going to push forward till my arm is completely straight. And then I'm going to pull back nice and slow. What I like to do is either a 3 or 5 second tempo with the pause when I'm fully extended. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'll pause here. 1, 2, 3, and I'll pull back. 1, 2, 3, just like that. And to be clear, how I'm set up, I am perpendicular to where I have this set up, and then I'm going to take a step back. Okay, so wherever it's anchored, it's just a tad bit in front of me, so that way once I'm pushing out, it's not at some weird angle that's behind me. Okay, so that's one variation that you can do. Another variation you can do, second one, is you're going to bring this up a little higher, about shoulder height. You can go chest height, shoulder height. I'm going to bring my elbow up to shoulder height, and I'm going to bring it out in front of me. So notice that it's right out in front of my shoulder joint, and it's at shoulder height. Again, I'm always going to keep tension on the band here, or I want to make sure I have some tension on the band. I'm perfectly perpendicular right now with where I'm at. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of like imagine like where my elbow is, that your elbow is not going to drop. It's got to stay up, and I'm going to rotate in this direction. I'm just going to externally rotate out of this position. Okay. Now there's two ways that you can do this. You can do this for reps if you want, but it might be better instead if you pause for 3 to 5 seconds. You can go as high as 10 seconds if you want to, and just do anywhere between 5 to 10 repetitions. Obviously, the longer you're going to pause, the less repetitions that you need to do. But you're going to come here. Again, I'm making sure that my shoulder doesn't shrug up. I want to keep my shoulder down right here. Tension all the way through, just like that. Now, another way to make this more difficult, you can add a press to it. So I'll externally rotate, and then I'm going to press into a locked out position. Now, if you pay attention here, my arm is actually just on the back side of my ear, and I'm locked out, completely locked out. Okay, I'm going to go slow. I'm going to let that elbow come back out in front of me, just like that. So as I press, I want to squeeze that elbow in and push straight up and a little back right there, just like that. And I can pause at the top. I can do a tempo on the way down. I can pause here. I can reset that rep. Go in just like that. Or I can stay here, which is even more difficult, and I can just do my rep. I can do pressing reps here with this resistance pulling on the side, just like that. Now, both of those, those two variations that I just showed you, are really good for overhead pressing. Anything I'm going to push, anything like overhead. If you want to even further challenge your the stability within your shoulder. And something that's an even more challenging warm up here is instead of having my elbow in front of me, I'll bring it out to the side like that. So basically I'm going to set up with my arm with that band just in front of my shoulder joint. I'm going to pull my elbow back just like this. And now there's tension on the band here. And from here, without letting my elbow drop, I'm just going to rotate. I can pause. I can do pause reps. Or I can add the press. Switch it up any way you like.